Hi Pardiss, nice to have you here. So, let me ask you some questions. Why do you stand up for the prisoners of Guantanamo?
I stand up for them because they're suffering. Many of them are innocent. Many of them have been wrongfully detained for 7.5 years. And I want to do my part to hold the United States responsible for violating their rights and doing so much damage in the world over the past 8 years.
What do you think will change by the transfer of Guantanamo prisoners to other countries?
I think that would be one incredibly important step to closing Guantanamo. If the goal of closing the prison by January 2010 is going to be met, we have to figure out a solution for the group of 60 men who can't return to their home countries because they fear that they will be tortured if they are. Until third countries come forward and accept these men, they will remain trapped at Guantanamo, and that's not an acceptable situation because many of them are innocent. So I hope that by foreign countries and other governments taking some of the prisoners, that would be a step towards finally shutting the prison down and moving on and closing this horrible chapter in U.S. history.
Do you think that after the closing of Guantanamo, the USA and its government will ever put the record straight?
Well, we advocates and groups like Amnesty and lawyers and other human rights activists have already put together quite a record on Guantanamo and the abuses that happened there. So we already have a great deal of information about what happened and who was responsible. The government needs to recognize what it has done, but I think at this point we would actually be ready to move forward for criminal prosecutions of the people who are responsible. I hesitate to take too much time to gather the record when we already know so much, and what is necessary now is for criminally holding people who were in charge responsible for authorizing what happened at Guantanamo and other prisons.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.